Ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, welcome back to my channel once again. It's your boy, Aaron Morton, and today we're actually be doing something totally different. I am changing the layout of this channel temporarily to make it easier for me to give you guys content. So let's go and get into it. Cue the intro.
I was moving down 940 West, on my way to Fort Worth, Texas. Tags in my eyes so goddamn deep, you can tell a nigga ain't been rest. Scooped up the Fort Worth.
Anyway, so about a week ago, I uploaded a video on this channel, and it was talking about how when I was a kid, I went to Sam's Club with my family, and I fell into a shopping cart, and I broke my eye socket in like 3 different places. It's still a problem for me today, but we're gonna go and get into more detail about it, but I wasn't happy with it because the way it was edited, the audio quality was terrible. It wasn't even going through my Blue Yeti mic, it was going through my laptop, and that was just bothering the shit out of me. And so today, after school, I went on YouTube, and I looked at the video, and I'm like, it's been a week, and this video, it's just not doing good. I seriously am not happy with it whatsoever. The quality sounds bad. The camera quality is good as well. So today what we're going to be doing is we're actually going to be changing it up. I want to make this video more entertaining. So instead of just sitting there watching me look into a camera and talk, I'm still going to be doing that, but we're also going to mix in some Call of Duty gameplay. And if you guys can't see, this is Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. It just came out on November 4th. So I'm going to guess that this was about 10 years ago. I was probably about 7 years old, and my grandmother flew down from Maine is where she lives, and she was visiting us, and we were gonna have a big family dinner one night. It was a beautiful day. I remember it like it was yesterday because holy shit, I knocked myself out. But let's get and we went into Sam's Club because we needed groceries for the family dinner. And I remember we were about to get the cart, and if you guys don't remember this, I don't know if they still do this, but if you have a Sam's Club membership, then every single time you went in, I think like every day you went in, you got like a free cookie if you went to the desk and showed them your membership card. So me, my sister, and my grandmother and my brother went to go get a cart, and my mom was getting the cookie, and I was a very energetic child. I was jumping off of walls, into walls. I was dropping shit. Sometimes I was so energetic the wall jumped on me. But anyway, so I was just a very outgoing kid. And what happened was I wanted to ride inside of the cart, and I remember arguing to my sister about wanting to ride inside the cart. Now before I go any further, I just want to say I did knock myself out. Like, I knocked the shit out of myself. Like, I don't remember a lot of this, but I'm gonna be telling you guys what I remember, and then I'm gonna follow it up with what people tell me that they saw. I think they said that my sister pushed the cart forward, so basically what happened was the seat came out, and I slammed my face into the cart, like the metal seat, and I remember sitting there and my face hurt so bad on the right side, and I was like, so I was crying, but at the same time I was laughing because someone told me, I think it was my grandmother, told me that I was gonna get hurt if I was doing that. So she thought I was kidding, like she thought I was just laughing because like it happened. She didn't think I was too hurt, but I was tearing up, so she was hugging me and she was laughing because she thought I was kidding. And what happened was my mom comes back, and I am sitting there bawling, and you have to remember that since I did hit my face as hard as I did, I broke my eye socket in 3 different spots, and I was sitting there and I was going out of consciousness, and then I was coming back, and I remember my mom asked me, do you want your cookie? And like I don't even remember what I said back, to be honest. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I remember things if I don't. Like, that's fucked up. But what happened was, like, my mom really did know that I was hurt, so she ran to the lady who was working at, like, I guess like she stands beside the door, and she asked for your receipt or whatever, and she was like, we need ice right now, my son really bad, he hurt himself really bad, blah blah blah. And the lady was like, we can't get the ice out of the cooler unless you pay for it first. So my mom, I remember, she threw a fit. So basically we all rushed to the back of the store because I was literally fainting. Like, I hit my head so hard, like I had a concussion, my eye socket was broken, my face was in the worst pain I've ever felt in my whole entire life till this day. And I remember we went back into the freezers, and she got frozen peas, and I was holding them on my face while I was sitting inside of the cart. And I remember she was like, do you want your cookie? And she asked me again, and I was like, all I felt like was that I was gonna throw up. So I was holding the frozen peas on my face. I do remember this actually, when I woke up and the lady was like, why is that kid holding peas up to his face? And I was sitting there and I didn't really care at the time because my face literally felt like someone was taking a hammer and shattering my eyeball. Like, it hurt so bad. And then I remember waking up because I guess when I went home, I was just like, I kept on like, I was just really tired. I was better, and I slept on the pull-out couch in the living room, and there was a pull-out couch inside the living room, and then right beside the living room was the kitchen. So basically they were making the family meal while I was sleeping, and when they were done, they woke me up. Everything was good. I felt fine. I sat down to eat some of the meal, and I remember just taking a bite out. I think it was like a steak or a pork chop or something. Like, who remembers what they ate 10 years ago? And after like 1 or 2 bites in, I remember I was throwing up. I ran to the bathroom as fast as I could to try to make it into the toilet, but I remember puking, and as I was running, the puke was falling down onto my feet, and I like fell and I hit my head on the wall again. And then what happened was I was puking into the toilet, and then I guess like at that point they were like, all right, we need to take this kid to the emergency room. So my grandmother stayed home with my brother and sister, and I think my dad was at work at the time, so he couldn't really do anything. So my mom and I went to the emergency room, and I remember like the doctor was giving me like ginger ale because I had a really bad upset stomach, and then she also gave me like crackers or something so I could like, and then that's when I was diagnosed with a concussion. They figured out, they did a CT scan on me that night, so they figured out that my eye socket was broken, and all this good stuff. So they were planning it out, and I think it was the next day we went back, and the doctor was planning on doing surgery on my eye socket. And I was talking about the surgery. They don't just cut open because it's on your face, like that's gonna leave a scar. So what they do is, you know, like if you pull out your lip and you go up underneath and then it like connects with your gum, they wanted to cut up there and then go through there and then fix it that way and like use a camera and everything like that. And remember, I've had really bad anxiety my whole entire life, so this was not making any matters. But then to come to it, about a week later, I didn't go to school at all because I remember I was just home with my mom and my grandmother when my siblings went to school. And I remember how red and black and blue it was, and the story was like all my friends were like, whoa man. I soon figured out that my mom messaged the teacher, because I remember like this was back in elementary school. I was in like 2nd or 3rd grade, so like you don't like have like multiple like classrooms that you go into. She basically explained everything that happened, but I guess it was my mom or the teacher that the kids had a saying that I got in a fight with the shopping cart at Sam's Club, and the shopping cart won. Like I was like, you know, I think I was a very awkward, antisocial kid. Like I was kind of in my own little world. I didn't really, you know, and I wasn't very like excelling in school either, so that was kind of, but I feel like this was the moment when I gained popularity and I started being more outgoing. And I don't know, like I feel like this was a really good thing, but also a very terrible thing. And they also figured out about a few days after I started going back to school, I think it was that weekend, we did another CT scan. And don't get me wrong, like they did like 5 to 10 CT scans. Like I had so much work done to my face, and they figured out that the bones were actually gonna heal back together the way they were supposed to. But the thing is that they said that if I ever get a really bad cold, like if I ever get hit in the face again, or if I ever sneeze really hard or something like that happens, basically what was bound to happen was that it was gonna go out of place and go back into my sinuses where the bone was in the first place after I had that accident. But anyway guys, if you want to see more stories like this, don't be afraid to leave a thumbs up. Comment down below if you guys want to have, like, if you want more stories as well. Like give me ideas, what I don't know. Give me questions, I'll answer them. I'll do another Q&A like I did with my girlfriend, except I'll do one by myself. And if you guys wanted me to do more with her, let me know in the comments below. I really do like this layout, guys. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching once again, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.